Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of All Things Marriage with myself, Ofeito Gangwenya. Guys, it is so cold. Oh my gosh, it's freezing. But yeah, we soldier on, we strive on. I just came back from work and I was like, before I start cooking, let me just, get you guys sorted. So today on All Things Marriage, we are going to be talking about the 4 important C's in marriage. First C, commitment, communication, compromise, and consistency. So, commitment, when one gets married, they automatically feel, because now I'm getting married, this simply means that I'm committed in the relationship. Actually, no, that does not mean that you're committed just because you're getting married. A commitment means that you need to be committed in building this relationship, too. Understand that it is your circle. It is just the two of you, no one else. Be committed in building a future for the two of you with no competition. Not looking in next door to see what the next people have. Just because your friend is married the same time as you, they've now got a house, they've got 2 cars, they've got 4 kids. Now you automatically feel you need to, you need to be there as well. No. Be committed in building a relationship too, without feeling like you are in competition with anyone. So very important, be committed in building into yen. Number 2, communication. Guys, communication is so important. Like, once communication breaks in marriage, trust me, it will invite a whole lot of other problems in the marriage because the communication break. Also in communicating, we need to understand, guys, we do not only communicate the bad things. We need to communicate the good things as well. You're doing well. You're doing something good in the relationship. So, to tell your partner when they're doing well. Communicate. I love it when you do this. I appreciate it when you do 1, 2, and 3. This encourages them, even when you bring out the bad things that you do not like, for them to be able to fix them, because it's not like uhlaluza nama bad news all the time, So, zifundise to notice the good things and communicate the good things. Okay, that is, so communication, very important. C number 2. C number 3, compromise. There is no relationship esebenzayo ngaphandle kwe compromise. We need to be willing to compromise. Need to be willing to compromise nezinto ozithandayo. Things that you love with, your whole heart. But you need to be willing to compromise. The only time a relationship is osebenza is if we are willing to compromise. Now, compromising does not mean you compromise or you now settle, you change yourself. No, I'm not saying change yourself. I'm saying compromise for the sake of the relationship. For the sake of umshado wako, you must be willing to compromise. You are not perfect, neither is your partner. So there are certain things that you're not going to like about your partner, and there are things that they're not going to like about you. Both of you need to be willing to compromise, to come to some sort of understanding in order for your marriage to work. If you fail to do that, if you're not willing to do that, I see a lot of people emshadweni mabangena ungena ukuthi this is who I am and it's take it or leave it. But there are certain things that are not going to be okay for umshado. They might have been okay for you, usase single, usase individual, but now you are joining together with someone, you are building a life together. So you must be willing to compromise on a couple of things, in order for your marriage to work. So very important, be willing to compromise. Very important. Just be willing to compromise. Obviously, things need to be discussed between the two of you. That's where communication comes in again. You sit down, you communicate, you discuss things, but you must be willing to compromise. You can't always be right. Be willing to compromise. C number 4. Consistency. I cannot stress how important consistency is in marriage. Be consistent in your love for your partner. Be consistent in showing love for your partner. Be consistent in respecting your partner. You can't now stop respecting your partner simply because you had an argument. Be consistent in the things that you do. I'm going to make an example. So when I uma ngabe ngiphakela my husband ukudla, I always bring it in a tray. This does not change because we are fighting. This cannot be changed because we had a disagreement. I need to remain consistent in my efforts of showing love and respect towards my husband. I'm just making that as an example. But you know the things that you do in your marriage that are showing respect or rather love for your partner. Be consistent. Do not change because of a situation. That will assist you, because in life, in marriage, will not always be good. There'll always be, ups and downs here and there. You need to remain consistent so that uthando lwenu is not changed by circumstance. It's not changed by a situation. Emshadweni, you never know what's going to happen. Your partner loses a job. Your partner, is unable to provide, isn't the biggest provider before. That is not supposed to now change indlela omtreata ngayo. So remain consistent in the things that you do to show love to your partner. So, very important C's. If we can try to just be on par with these 4 C's, we are well on our way to having a good marriage, a healthy marriage. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I really, really do appreciate the support, the patience with me. I really, really appreciate that. Before I go, I want to address indaba ye gender-based violence that we are experiencing so much as women. And to all the men that are watching, I want you to understand and know that we are very scared. We are very scared. We are not comfortable. Being a woman is no longer something that you're proud of, that you want, that you're comfortable with, that you're happy with, because it brings about so much frustration because of everything that's happening. What I would like for our men to do is say something. Say something. Do not keep quiet until it happens to your wife, until it happens to your daughter, until it happens to your mother, your sister. Say something. That's all we really want, just for you to voice out. Say something. Trust me, I feel like if you say something, it is the first step to us feeling safer again. Just to know that there are some men who actually are supporting us and who are on our side. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting the show. I love you. Stay blessed.